And I'm going to share my screen in a bit now. All right. I believe everyone can see my screen. Can you all see my screen? Yes or no? All right. Let me know if you all can see my screen. Can you all see my screen? Yes or no? Can you see my screen? Okay, it's loading. That should be your network. All right, that's good. So I want to use this opportunity to welcome you to the data analysis webinar. And basically, what we want to talk about is embracing data analysis as your career choice, right? Someone said it is blank. I think it's your network, Mr. Fatai Babalola. So embracing data analysis as your career choice, and we'll talk about a glimpse into the future of an analyst. So what does the future hold for an analyst? Right? We are going to talk about all those one, right? So let's actually get started. It will actually make sense if I just start without. Am I fast? I've not done anything, right? I'm fast. Okay. It's just an intro, Sha. I'm not fast. Don't worry. Huh? So it's actually not going to make any sense if I just start without introducing myself, right? So who is this guy with my face cap and everything? Right? So who is this guy? Right? So like I said earlier, my name is Sani Akim Abiodun, right? I'm a computer instructor, a data analyst, a data scientist, a digital marketer, right? That is what I do. I do a whole lot of things. I'm into data analysis, I'm into data science, I'm into business analysis. I train people, I'm a freelancer, and I'm also a digital marketer, right? So I work with Digital World Tech Academy. I'm a partner at Digital World Tech Academy. Slow down. Okay, no problem. I'm going to be taking it bit by bit now. Do you understand? So I work with Digital World Tech Academy, right? I'm a partner at Digital World Tech Academy. And at Digital World Tech Academy, we've been able to train over 10,000 students physically, both online and offline. So we do physical training and we do online training. That is online and offline training, right? So we train people and organization on different office packages, ranging from data analysis, which is my own field, data science, business analysis, cybersecurity, digital marketing, web design and web development, and a whole lot more, right? So don't worry, I'll answer all your questions. Our school is located in Lagos. So I'll answer the question when we get to question and answer section. Do you understand? Right? So in 2024, we were able to train over 3,000 students physically and more than 10,000 online and 5 organizations. And this year, we've actually done much more than that. And we are currently also, we do corporate training, right? Where we go to people's organization to train their staff and do some other stuff, right? For them. So that's a bit about me. If you have any question, when we get to the question and answer section, I'll be glad to answer all, right? So these are some of my team members. Actually, coincidentally, I'm putting on orange today too, right? So these are some of my team members, right? These are some of them. And about the institute, Digital World is an online and physical learning platform with the aim of making the tech skill affordable and accessible for everyone. That's the purpose, right? So our purpose is just to make the tech skill affordable and accessible for everyone. That's why you are in your house, probably in your car or in your office, and you can actually see me and we can interact, right? So when we get to the question and answer section, I will even allow you to unmute where we can talk, right? So our mission is to make computer education very accessible and affordable to Nigerian and Africa in general, right? That is our mission. All right. So let's get into the business of the day. So when we get to the question and answer section, if you have any question about digital world or anything that we do, I'll be there to answer your question. Okay, before we actually get started, how many of you are just meeting me for the first time? Do I have any of my students here? If you know you are just meeting me for the first time, just type first time. If you are my student, just type in student. Let me see if I have any of my student here. Do I have any of my student here? Hmm? I'm waiting. Oh, first time. Wow. Is there any of my student here? Old students. Okay, Madam Patience. All right. That's good. That's good. Students, let me see your name. Okay. I know I've seen your name somewhere. Okay. Students, all right. All right, all right. That's good, that's good. Marty Love, all right. Just completed stock analysis project. Oh, you are in our project management. Oh, that's good. Mr. Adams, all right. That's good, that's good. So let's get started. We don't want to waste too much of time. First time students, all right. So let's move forward. All right. So let's move forward. Let's go into data analysis, right? Let's go into data analysis. So, as we all know, data is no longer just a byproduct of our digital life. It's not something that you just look and you just throw it away. It is the life of every business, right? It's the life of every business. So data has become something, it has become, okay, no problem. It has become the driving force behind innovation, right? Smart decision, right? And competitive advantage in every industry, right? Someone said my network is poor. Okay, Mr. William, nice one. Someone said my network is poor. Is that correct? Can you all hear me clearly? Can you all hear me clearly? Because right here on my screen, I have nothing telling me about the network. Actually, it's not my network. So, Mr. Anthony, I think is your network. I think is your network, right? I think is your network. I think is your network. I think it's your network. All right, so let's actually get started. Let's go. So data has become a driven, okay, Mr. Samuel, that's good. Data has become a driven force behind innovation, right? Smart decision and competitive advantage in every industry. Before any organization can make any decision, the very first thing they have to do is to look at their data. That's it. So they want to change a product. They want to know the product, our previous product, how well is it performing, right? Which location is our product performing very well? So before they actually make any decision, they will look at their data, right? So the future of data analysis is actually brighter than ever because AI is taking over a whole lot of things. But one thing that AI cannot take over is creativity, right? So data is all about creativity. You have to be creative when you're analyzing data, right? So as an analyst, you don't just work on your question alone, right? That is the insight that you want to get. You need to be very, very creative for you to know the type of insights that you want to get in your data, for you to know how easy for how you are going to turn a complex data to something that people can easily digest, right? That is creative. So it's not something that AI will just come and take it over. So AI can actually help you. Actually, there are a lot of AI now that are helping us to do a whole lot of stuff, especially in Excel, Power BI. There are a lot of AI tools also that are there to help us make our work much more easier, right? So, like I said here, the future of data analysis is brighter than ever, powered by the emerging technologies and trends that are transforming how we understand and use data, right? Now, this is your chance to step into the field where your skill can shape the future for all the businesses, right? So now let's talk about what exactly is now data analysis. What is data analysis now? So this is where we are going into, right? So what exactly is data analysis? So let's break it down bit by bit for those of us that are totally new, right? So I'm going to break it down bit by bit and we'll all understand it. So data analysis is the process of examining, organizing, transforming, and interpreting raw data to extract meaningful insights, identify patterns, and support decision making. So let's take it again, right? Data analysis is the process of examining, organizing, transforming and interpreting raw data to extract meaningful insights, identify patterns, and support decision making. So now let's break it down. So data analysis involves range of techniques and tools depending on the type and complexity of the data, as well as the goal of the analysis. So now let's break down this definition, right? So like I said earlier, data analysis is the process of examining data, right? So the moment your data comes in, you need to examine it, right? So which software can I use to analyze this data? Which type of data set am I dealing with? Is this a sales data? Is it a retail data? Is it a medical data? Is this a finance data, right? You need to know the type of data you are dealing with and the software that will help you to achieve what you want to achieve. Now, as an analyst, there are a range of software you need to know, because it's not every time that a client will come and give you a project and tell you to use Excel, right? We have a lot of clients that will tell you, okay, don't use Excel for my work, use Power BI, right? Don't use Power BI, use SQL. Some people can even say, okay, use Python, right? I got a project recently where the person was like, okay, don't use, because I love using Python. So the person said, don't use Python, use R. Do you understand? So you need to know all these software. Now, they are not just giving you software. All these software have their unique ability, right? They have their uniqueness. Do you understand? So it depends on what you want to achieve with that data. That is what we determine the software to use. Do you understand? That is what we determine the software to use. And there's no way you'll be able to know the software if you don't examine the type of data you are dealing with. Right? Now, after knowing the type of data, let's say, okay, you are dealing with a medical data, right? You want to analyze data and help them to write a medical report, just for instance. So you already know the type of data, right? How large is this data? Is it over 1 million data sets? If it is over 1 million data sets, you know that, okay, I cannot use Excel for this, right? Maybe I'm going to take it into Power BI, or I'm going to use Python for it, right? So apart from the size of the data, the next thing you have to look out for is, what am I doing with this data? What is my end goal, right? Am I analyzing this data? Do I just want to get insight from this data? Do I just want to create dashboard with this data? Do I need to do predictions, right? Do I need to write machine learning algorithms? All those things you have to know, right? Now, after knowing what you want to do I need to clean this data, right? You want to know if you want to clean the data, because there are different software that you can use to clean data. For instance, Power Query. I use Power Query more in data cleaning. So, do I need to clean this data? All these things are the very first step that you have to take. That is coming under data examination. You must examine your data, understanding the type of data you are dealing with, right? So after understanding the data, the next thing is organizing your data. Now, as an analyst, you should have it at the back of your mind that your data will not come in fully formed. Do you understand? Your data will not come in fully formed. For instance, if you are working with an organization, your data will come from the finance department. Another data will come from the HR department. Data will come from the sales department, right? It will come from different departments. So it's your job as an analyst to organize this data, to make it, to harmonize it so that it forms something that we call master data. Do you understand? Are you with me? Are you guys still here with me? Let me know if you are. Okay, I'm waiting. Are you all still here with me? Yes or no? Are you here with me? Okay, that is good. So we are at organizing data, right? So you need to actually organize the data to form something that we call master data. So what do we understand by master data? Master data is the data set that contains every aspect of the data, right? The data that comes from the finance department, the one that comes from the HR department, the one that comes from the sales department. You are joining everything together to form what we call master data. Do you understand? So after organizing your data, the next thing is transforming your data. That is what we call data cleaning, right? Cleaning your data. Do you understand? So cleaning your data, there are some things you have to do while cleaning your data. So maybe the data type is not correct. So there are numbers, but the software is recognizing it as a text. So you want to change it from text to number. That's what we call changing the data types. So for instance, in Excel now, you saw numbers, but when you try to add the two things, right, Excel is giving you error. So that means Excel does not see it as numbers. Excel sees it as text. So changing the data type is now, you are now taking it from text, putting it to numbers. That is an example of cleaning data. Removing error values, removing missing values. All those ones are what you will do in data cleaning, right? So after cleaning your data, the next thing is now to interpret your data, to start generating insights from your data, to start getting insights. Okay, what is the total sales for last month? Which product is the best performing product? Who is our best customer, right? Our top 5 best selling countries, all those ones. What are the best selling month last year? Do you understand? What is the total revenue generated? What is the total quantity, right? All those ones are what we call extracting insights from your data. If your data is not clean, there is no way you will be able to actually extract insights from your data. Do we understand what data analysis is all about now? Yes or no? My people, do we all understand what data analysis is all about? I know some people will be like, Akim, you are too serious, so let's play a bit now. Okay, don't worry, you don't have to rush yourself. We are here together. Sounding new in your head, don't worry. Well, you will get it. Today, you must understand. Don't worry, you get it. Data analysis is not hard. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. All right, so let's move forward to the next thing. Don't worry, if you have any question, just jot it down. Once we get to the question and answer section, I'll be there to answer all your questions. Do you understand? I will answer all your questions once we get to the question and answer section. All right, so let's move forward. So the transformative power of data analysis. So let's talk about types of data analysis. Types. What are the types of data analysis? Right? So unlocking the power of data involves more than just collecting and organizing data. Right? It requires applying the right type of analysis to uncover insights and drive decision. So data analysis is not just about collecting data, organizing data, cleaning data. No, it's not just about that. There are different types of analysis, right? There are what? Different types of analysis. So the very first one is what we call descriptive analysis, in which that is where we are all going to start from. Actually, we are going to, sorry, small. Someone said it's small. The right top screen is small. You can double click on it to make it big. Do you understand? So the very first one is descriptive analysis, in which we are going to do that today. We are going to analyze data together with using descriptive analysis. So what exactly is descriptive analysis? Right? Let me paint a scenario, right? So for instance, you are working with an organization and they gave you their past 1 year data that, okay, analyze this data for me, right? What was our generate insight from this last year data? So what it just asks you to do is what we call descriptive analysis. So the things that happened in the past. So they've made the sales, they've even spent the money, but they need you to analyze it so that they will be able to understand if they're actually making profits or not. Do you get it now? So descriptive analysis summarizes historical data to understand what has happened over a period of time. So you just move into an organization now, and they gave you their past 1 year data sets that generate insight from this data for me. So which means they're asking you to describe the data. What information can you get from this data? And most of the time, that is what we are always working on. Descriptive analysis. Most of the time, you are describing what has happened in the past. What was our total revenue last year, right? What was our expenses? Which of our products is performing very well? Which location are we having a good sales? Who is our best customer, right? Who is the best? Who was the best performing maybe manager last year, right? So that is descriptive analysis. You are summarizing historical data to understand what has happened over a period of time. Do we get that? So the next one is what we call diagnostic analysis. Diagnostic analysis. Diagnostic analysis depends more on descriptive analysis, right? In this case, you are just describing the data, right? You are just generating insight from your data. That is descriptive analysis. Now, diagnostic analysis is talking about what you now want to know the reason behind a certain event. So they were not in profit. The company was not in profit last year. Why were they not in profit? Right? That is diagnostic analysis. So examine data to discover why something happened. Right? Why does this happen? Why are we not making sales? Right? So that is diagnostic analysis. You've already analyzed the data and you've seen some things. You notice that, okay, they are not making sales in this area. They are not making sales in this branch or something, right? You now want to know the reason behind a certain event. That is diagnostic analysis. So the next one is predictive analysis, right? Predictive analysis. So you are using statistical model to forecast and predict the future based on historical data. Do you understand? So you are using tools to predict what will happen in the future based on what has happened in the past. So let's take, for instance, you don't know anything about me. You don't know how much I make every month, right? And you don't even know how much I make every day or every week. So I now ask you to project, like to predict how much do you think I'll make in the next 2-3 months. Obviously, because you don't know anything about me, you won't be able to do that. Do you understand? You won't be able to do that. So predictive analysis depends on historical data, right? Maybe in the practical section, we can do prediction, right? We can do prediction when we get to the practical section. So you are using historical data to predict the future. That's what we call predictive analysis, using historical data to predict the future. So an example of predictive analysis is weather forecast. So weather forecast is another example of a predictive analysis. So they are using what has happened in the past to predict the future. Are you learning something, my people? Are you still here? Are you learning something, yes or no? Before we talk about the last two and move to the next one. All right. Okay. Nice one. All right. That's good. All right. So now let's talk about the next one, which is prescriptive analysis. All right. Sorry. So the next one is prescriptive analysis, right? So prescriptive analysis depends on predictive analysis too, right? So for instance, you are selling something. So let's say you are selling this wristwatch, right? You are selling this wristwatch. So I'm not actually I'm not advertising, but you are selling a wristwatch, right? So now the algorithm has already predicted to you that okay, in the next 1 year, you are going to sell over 150,000 pieces, right? So that is the prediction. So let's say you used to sell like 50,000 pieces every year or 100,000 pieces. So the machine predicted that, okay, in the next 1 year, you are going to start selling over 150 pieces, 50,000 pieces every week or every month. So what prescriptive analysis is talking about is the actionable step for you to be able to achieve what machine has predicted. So that is recommendation. So as an analyst, we write recommendation too. Do you understand? So what are the actionable steps for you to be able to achieve what machine has already predicted for you, right? What are the steps? Do you need to work on your marketing? Do you need to work on your sales team, right? Do you need to work on your branding? So that is prescriptive analysis. And the last one that we don't really do in data analysis, we do it more in data science, is what we call EDA, exploratory data analysis, right? Exploratory data analysis. So in this form, you are investigating data sets to find patterns, right? Relationship between data, right? So you might not understand it now. We're doing more in data science, but don't worry about it for now. Just know that there's something called EDA, right? Exploratory data analysis, right? Exploratory data analysis. So we are now investigating data to find the patterns in your data, right? So it's something that we call clustering too. We call it clustering. So for instance, if you have um like a supermarket, right? And you are selling different type of product. You know, there are a lot of people that will actually come, right? From different locations, and you won't be able to get their age. But you can actually use a machine learning algorithm to find the pattern in that data set that you get, right? To find the pattern, probably based on the income, based on the amount that they generated, so that you'll be able to categorize your clients. That's what we call EDA. So you are investigating a data set to find pattern, relationship between a data set. Now, do we all understand the types of data analysis now? Do we all understand types of data analysis? We still have a lot of practicals to do, right? Let's talk, oh, let's talk. Okay. If you don't understand, just jot down your question, right? We will get to the question and answer section. I'll answer all your questions. Okay, now let's move forward to the next thing. Okay, the last one, the EDA, exploratory data analysis. Right, let me take it once again. So exploratory data analysis, you are finding pattern between your data, the relationship in your data. So I'm going to use supermarket example again. Or let's say you have a store, right? Different type of people will come to buy your product, right? And you are recording them down. So how do you now categorize these people that, okay, these are the upper class, these are the middle class, and these are the lower class? So EDA helps you to find pattern in the data, right? That, okay, these people, based on their behavior, based on the products that they buy, then they belongs to upper class. Do you understand? So these other people, based on their behavior, based on the amount they spent on the business, based on the products that they purchase, they will be in middle class. So you're actually finding, obviously that is not the only thing that you do. I'm just giving you a simple example, something that we can easily understand. Do you understand? So you are finding patterns, right? What are the relationship? What relationship does this one have with this one? Do you get? So you are looking for relationship between your data. So I know you might not understand. We do it more in data science, but is an example, is a type of data analysis too. We call it EDA, exploratory data analysis. Do we understand? All right, let's move forward to the next thing. So the evolving role of an analyst. The evolving roles of an analyst. So data analysts are the heroes. Okay, why is the difference between diagnostic and exploratory data analysis? This user, can you please just write it down somewhere? I will answer your question when we get to the question and answer section. So if you can help me to just write it down somewhere, do you get? So they are two different things. They are two different things, right? But user, please help me to write it down somewhere. I'm going to explain it when we get to the question and answer section because of our time. So let's talk about the evolving role of an analyst, right? You as an analyst, you are the superhero that are turning raw numbers into powerful insights, right? So for instance, if Amazon does not have data analysts, there's no way they will be able to put product on their website. How do I what do I mean? So if you go to maybe Amazon or Jumia, there are some products that will come up first, right? Those are the high class product. That is the product that people are purchasing more. How do you think they get to know? That's because they've analyzed their data and they know that, okay, if we put this product first, because a lot of people are actually buying this product, so which means people are actually going to buy more of this product, and it's the work of an analyst. Now, if you order something on Jumia or on Amazon, your information goes directly to where? To their database, right? So the information, you order 5 shoes, right? You order 7 wigs, maybe for your girlfriend or your wife, right? You order 5 face cap. So now all these things that you order goes directly to their database. So for them to actually generate insights, for them to bring those information out from their database to somewhere that, okay, the manager of Amazon will be able to understand, right? Because if you just go in as a number and your name, the product, and the quantity and stuff, right? So they want to know some information about it. So for them to bring out information from their database to where to maybe Excel spreadsheet, is an analyst that will also do that. So we use something that we call DBMS, that is database management system, right? So it's a software which is SQL, right? So we use SQL. It's not only SQL. We use Postgres SQL. We use there's another one called MongoDB that we use to interact with database for us to be able to generate information from database and put it in a way that people will understand, right? That is another thing that you also do as an analyst, right? So like I said earlier, data analysts are the heroes, turning raw numbers into what? Powerful insights. So as technologies advances rapidly, their role is also evolving too. That is, our role is also evolving too, right? So it is no longer just about collecting data, right? It's not just about collecting data. It is about creating smart algorithms, building eye-catching visualization. So we are going to build visualization together today. So who actually understand what visualization is? If you know what visualization is all about, just let me know. Do you know what they call data visualization? So if I say, oh, I want to create data visualization. Let's talk now. We are having a discussion. We are having a conversation. Okay, we have, oh, Madam Patient, you are already a student. Mr. Akundayo, you are a student already. No, like a dashboard. Thank you. Is my student that are talking, right? If you are my student, you already know. So don't talk now. Eh? So we are going to build visualization together, right? So data visualization is a graphical representation of raw data, right? A graphical representation of raw data. So building eye-catching visualization, right? Yes, is what we call dashboard. Do you understand? So you can either call it data visualization or say, oh, I want to build dashboard, right? And help businesses make better decisions. Now, the future of data analysis is bright with endless opportunity, right? Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. We are going to do it together, huh? Don't worry. So the future of data for data analysts is bright with endless opportunities, because in as much as you know in tech, you always need to study. You need to study no matter the course you are taking. Whether you are in cybersecurity, you are in UI UX, you are in cybersecurity, you are in web, you are a data analyst, you must always study. Imagine using 2003 Excel in 2025. It doesn't really make any sense. Do you understand? Because there are a lot of tools, there are a lot of things on Excel that 2003 does not even have. You need to keep studying every single day for you to become more relevant, right? So, the next one, before we go into the question and answer, before we go into the practical section. So, based, it's now your turn to answer me. So, based on this, all my explanation, do you think data analysts, right, are in demand? Let me even move back. Do you think data analysts are in demand? Based on all this, my explanation, do you think data analysts are in demand? Yes or no? Yes, they are. Why are you saying they? You say, yes, we are. Huh? They're highly in demand, high demand, right? That's good. You are not talking like an analyst. Huh? Are you not an analyst? If you believe that you are an analyst, just say I am. I am that I am. We are, right? Shut now, my head. You're not speaking like an analyst. As an analyst, let me tell you, as an analyst, you must be ready, you must know how to communicate, right? You don't have to have Cambridge in English or something. Do you understand? You don't have to find Cambridge or certificate or something. Do you get? But you must be ready to communicate, because if you build a dashboard or you write a machine learning algorithm, you will actually want to explain it, right, to stakeholders, because they actually don't understand. So you need to break it down to them so that they'll be able to understand. So if you are saying, oh, I was taking a presentation today and I saw one of our students and the girl was like, I'm a shy person. And I said, hope you are not in data analysis, right? Hope you are not in data analysis. So don't keep, yes, it's just that most organizations don't keep data information. Wow. Okay. So I was like, oh, hope you are not in data analysis, because as an analyst, you shouldn't be afraid of anything, right? You design a dashboard. You should be ready to defend it. So you can't say, oh, I'm a shy person or something. No. So now let's talk about data analysts. Are they in demand? Yes, we all believe that they are in demand, right? So data analysts are in high demand, right? So data analysts are among the most sought after professionals today. And the demand keeps growing because most businesses, most companies are taking their businesses online, right? They are taking their businesses online. So, and in as much as they are taking their businesses online, they will need to have what we call a database. Now, if they have a database, they will need someone that can actually interact with that database. Those are who? They are data analysts, right? You are the only people that can interact with database. So a web developer will just design a database, but the people that will actually interact with that designed database, they are what? They are the data analysts, right? So the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a 33% job growth in data analyst, right? In data analysis field, rather, by 2030, which is far above the average of all other careers. Businesses across healthcare, finance, retail, and more are relying on what? Data analysts to drive smart decision, that is, smarter decision, and shape their strategies, right? Don't worry, I'll give you this slide. You just go over it again. So let's talk about the role of the career paths for an analyst before we go into the practical section. What are the career paths for an analyst? Now, for me, I used to tell my students, right? Learning data analysis is nice, but after learning data analysis, you automatically become a data analyst. Fine, good, right? You can also become a database manager because in data analysis, you learn SQL. So you can become a database manager or a database engineer, right? Fine, good. Another thing is you can become a data scientist, right? You can become what? A data scientist. Now, a data scientist is the advanced part of data analysis. Now, that gives you an edge over other data analysts, right? It gives you what? An edge over other data analysts because being your journey as a data analyst and step into the world of data science. So data science is one of the most highest paying career in tech because you're actually building a predictive model. Now, all this AI that you see, they have what we call predictive model behind them. All this artificial intelligence that you see, there is something that is predicting the results that you are seeing. So those are what we call predictive model, in which we call algorithm, right? So create smart algorithm and deliver insights that shape the future. So another career path for you. Now, this is for those that are ready to grow, right? It is for those that are ready to study. So let me even ask, how many of us here today are ready to spend 2 hours of study, even if it is 3 times a week? You want to become an analyst and you want to be so good in it. How many of you are ready to sacrifice 2 to 3 hours of your time, even if it is 3 times a week or on daily basis? 2 to 3 times just to study. Yes, it's easier to say, but every single day there are new software that are coming out. New formulas are coming out on Excel. There are over 500 formulas on Excel now. Before, we used to have 300, 400. Now there are over 500 formulas on Excel. And you need to keep studying, right? Now, another career path for you is financial analyst, right? Financial analyst, turning number into powerful decision, help business and investor, right? Identify revenue opportunities, reduce risk, and make financial move. Another one that you can become is data analyst consultant, right? You can become a marketing analyst, a sales analyst, right? A machine learning expert, right? You can become another one, a statistical analyst also, and a whole lot more. So for now, these are just the one I have based on the size of my slide, right? So I think, yes, thank you very much. We are going into the practical section now. But before we go into the practical section, do you actually learn something in the theory? In the theoretical aspect, do you learn something? Before we go into practical, do you learn anything in the theory section? Yes or no? You were able to learn something, right? Okay, that is good. That is good. That is good. That's great. Are you now ready for the practical section? Huh? Are you now ready for the practical section? Are you ready for the practical section? Are you ready? Okay. So now I know a lot of people are new. Do you understand? A whole lot of people are new. So if you are, maybe you might not even know what I'm doing, but I just want to show you how easy a work of data analyst has become. It has become so easy, right? So we want to analyze data together. What we do on daily basis as an analyst, what we do, analyzing data. So we are going to make use of some formulas. I'm going to use Excel, right? For those of us, because that's actually a good starting point. So I'm going to use Excel for that, right? And we are going to be analyzing this data. We are going to be building a dashboard with this data set. Do you understand? But for the purpose of us that are new, let's introduce us to Excel, right? This is an Excel spreadsheet. This is what an Excel spreadsheet. This is how Excel spreadsheet look. So can we use Google Sheets? Yes, you can use Google Sheets, but in a real world, Excel is better, right? So you can use Excel, you can use what I want to do today now. You can use Excel, you can use Power BI, you can use Tableau to do it, right? So, but I'm just because most people it's easier for them to understand with Excel, right? So that's why I'm using Excel, right? So this is an Excel spreadsheet for those of us that are new, right? So Excel is a spreadsheet program that actually helps us with data gathering, data entry, data analysis, data cleaning, right? So it's a spreadsheet software. So why do we call it spreadsheet? Why do we call it spreadsheet program? Right? It's because don't worry, just watch me. At the end, okay, and let me ask, how many of us here will do my assignment? If I give you my assignment, how many of you will do it? Hmm? You'll do the assignment. Are you sure? Okay, oh, don't worry. Just watch me, right? Just watch me. At the end of the program, I'm going to drop it in the group, right? I'm going to drop it in the group. Then you can practicalize it and let me see what you do. I'll give you my number. You can send me a DM. Let me see what you also come up with because I'm going to do a whole lot. But pay close attention to whatever I'm doing today, right? So that even if this is the only thing that you are taking out of today's webinar, it is totally fine. If this is the only thing you're able to grab today, it's totally fine. And you're able to practicalize it. It's totally fine. Do you understand? So now, why do we call it Excel spreadsheet? That's because we make use of sheets here. You can either call it a spreadsheet or a worksheet. Do you understand? You can call it a spreadsheet or a worksheet. An Excel spreadsheet contains rows and columns. And alphabetical letter are used to identify the columns. So all these A, B, C that you see here, they are used to identify columns. So this is column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, and the likes, right? You have over 16,000 columns. And the numerical aspects, they are used for row. So this is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. You have over 1 million rows, right? There are over 1 million rows. So now, we now have an intersection. So all these lines that you see here, all these lines that you see on this spreadsheet, they are called grid line, right? They are called grid line. So now, we have an intersection. You can see boxes here, right? Each of these boxes now, they are called a cell. Each of these boxes, they are called a cell. So this is a cell, this is another 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 cell. Do you understand? So they are called a cell. Now, what is a cell? A cell is the intersection of rows and columns. So where both row and column meet is called a cell. So if you look, this is column A, row 1, and they both meet right here. So we reference this cell as column A, row 1. So we call this cell cell A1. Do you get? Cell A1. So if I move down to this place, I'm in column B, row 4. So this cell will be called cell B4. B4. So if I move down here, I'm in column E, row 7. So this is E7. Do you understand? Do you understand? So who can guess? Which cell am I now? Which cell is this? Which cell is this? Oh yeah, let's get. The winner we take. It's just that I don't know. Okay, we have seen someone else. You not even allow me to mention my gifts. You see now? No problem. So there is no gift. H9 is not H8. I'm in column H, row 9. So this is H9. Right? All right. That's good. That's the cell. Now, let's now go. That's the basic, right? So we have tabs up here. these things I see here, home, insert, draw, page layout, right? Different thing, they are called the tabs. They are called the tabs, right? And each tab have their own ribbon. If you look at this, they are called the ribbon. So each tab have their own ribbon. So ribbons are the graphical menu interface for command be performed, right? So for the commands that we perform. So ribbons are the graphical menu interface. So what do I mean by commands that we perform? So for instance, if I type in something on Excel here, let's say I type in hello class or just hello, right? Let me make this a bit bigger and I want to bring it to the center, right? So we have a ribbon that can help us to do that. So if I click on this, it's going to bring it to the center. If I click on the right, it's going to bring it to the right. It is called alignment, right? So if I want to increase the size, I'll just come here and increase the size of the text. If I want to make it bold, I'll click on this B to make it bold. Italic, you want to underline it, you want to give it a background color, right? You want to change the font color. So all those ones are what we call the ribbons. They are the commands. They are the commands that we perform. They are the tools that help us with the commands that you want to perform in Excel. So now, that is the basics of Excel. So I think with that, you should understand it now. So now, analyzing your data, right? Before analyzing data, you need to actually understand something. The very first thing is, what is your end goal? What do you want? Which result do you want to get? So based on these data sets now, there is no any question. So let's just say I just want to generate insights from this report to be able to build a dashboard. So the very first insight I want to get, I want to know the total revenue by each month. So let's write down the question here. Let's just write down 2 or 3 questions here. So number 1 question is, I want to know the total revenue by each month. That's the first thing I want to get. So if you look at this, so what is our total revenue by each month, right? So I want to get not just total revenue and also expenses. Total revenue and expenses, right? So how much do we generate? How much do we incur, right? How much expenses gave us the revenue? So we want to know that, right? We want to, number 2, let's say we also want to get total quantity. We want to get the total quantity by each country. So that's another one that you want to get. So you can see country here. And if you notice, we have South Africa, right? You have South Africa, a lot of South Africa. We have Ghana, we have Nigeria, right? We have United States, we have Malaysia, right? We have Philippines, we have United Kingdoms, and we have United States and also India. So we want to get what is our total quantity by each country. Does that make sense? Right? And also we want to get, let's just answer 3 questions, right? Total profits by each country too. So what is the total profit by each country? Are you still with me? Hope you are not scared. Are you with me? Yes or no? Are you lost? Nobody's saying anything. Hope you are not lost. You are not, right? Okay. You are lost. Don't worry, we are together. We are together. Don't worry, I'll find you. Just wait. Just watch me. I've not started doing anything. I'm not rushing, though. I'm not. If you're lost, just jot down where you are lost. When we get to the question and answer section, I'm going to answer your question. So I've not done anything. Oh, I've not done anything at all. It's just listing out questions. Now, most of these questions will be given to you by the client. Do you understand? So most of the questions will be given to you by the client. Do you get? So that's that. So most of the questions will be given to you by the client. Do you understand? But I just put these 3 questions, right? So it's just these 3 questions. All right. Now, how do we actually now generate the insight? We have the question that we want to answer. So how do we now answer the question? Right? We know that, okay, we want to put each of these questions in a chart, right? We want to put each of the questions in a chart, right? So we want to put each of the questions in a chart. So the very first thing, we know that, okay, we want to build a dashboard, right? We want to build a dashboard. So how do we build a dashboard? What is a dashboard, right? A dashboard is a graphical representation of your data. Now, every dashboard must have a template. You must have a template that you want to follow. So for now, this is the template that I want to follow. So how was I able to come up with this template, right? How was I able to come up with this template? That's your next question. So let's do this together, right? Let's build these templates together. So a dashboard template is built with shapes and text box, right? A dashboard template, they are built with what? Shapes and text box. So if you look at all these things that you see right here, they are shapes. And if I say text box, so that's what we use to write text here. All these texts that you see here, they are text box. Now, what is text box? Text box is a tool that helps us to create a movable text. That is a text that we can move around. Do you understand? That is a text box. So let's use this too. Now, let's build our first dashboard template. Now, we are going to recreate this. But the very first thing you have to look out for is, you can see right here, the background, right? If you notice the background right here, there's no grid line, not like every other sheet, right? It does not have grid line. It does not have headings. You can see this one, there is A, B, C, there's 1, 2, 3. But if you look at my dashboard, there's no A, B, C, and there's no 1, 2, 3. And you can't see those boxes right here. Are you learning something, my people? Are you learning something? Hope it's not getting too complex. Hope it's not getting too complex. Don't worry, it's very, very simple. It's too simple. So, yes, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. The very first thing we want to do is to remove all these grid lines that are showing right here, right? All these grid lines. So, it's not complex, Joy. It's simple. Don't worry. It's not complex. So, it's to remove all these boxes that are showing. We want to create a dashboard template now, right? So, that's what we want to create. So, we want to the very first thing is to remove this ABC 1, 2, 3, and these boxes, that is the grid lines that are showing. So how do we do that? If you come to this view, right, where you get the dashboard. Now, this is the template that I have already created this one before the webinar. Do you understand? But we now want to recreate it. Do you get? We now want to recreate it. So I'm moving from one sheet to another. So we want to recreate it. So now, if I'm on the home tab now, so you move from the home tab, right? From the home tab to the view tab, right? So on the view tab, what you want to do is, you see this grid line here? Can you see it? So if you uncheck it, if you uncheck this grid line, it's going to turn off all your grid line. And that is actually what we want. You can see there is no grid line here. So that is what we want. So here, I'm going to come to view. On my view, you can see grid lines right here. So I'm just going to uncheck it. Now you can see the grid line is gone. If you want to bring it back, click on it, it's back. You want to uncheck it, click on it, it's gone. Right? Now the next thing, if you look at this, there's no ABC and there's no 1, 2, 3. So we want to turn that off too. They are called the headings. They are called the what? The headings. So I want to turn it off. So we have headings right here. So I'm going to turn it off. Now you can see they are gone. Right? And up here, you see some analysts, they don't leave their formula bar active. Right? So for me, I love to leave my own formula bar active. But if you don't like the formula bar active here, you can actually uncheck the formula bar and the formula bar is also gone. But for me, I prefer to leave it on. That depends on you. Do you get? It depends on you. Now, we've done that. Somebody is lost too. Yeah, let's take it again. Mr. Mustafa Sikrat or Madam Mustafa Sikrat. Let's do it again. They are back again, right? They are back again. We are back again. Welcome to the business. You got no, don't do it as I'm doing it. Don't do it as I'm doing it. At the end of the webinar, sit down. I'm going to tell you how to get the replay, right? Watch the replay and practice it. So if you're trying to do it as I'm doing it, you won't be able to understand anything, right? Now, what is the reason for wanting to remove the formula bar? Some people don't like to leave their formula bar active. For me, I love to leave my formula bar active because I use it when I'm building my dashboard, right? When I'm building my dashboard, I use it. But we have some data analysts that actually don't use it. But for me, I prefer to. Now, it's your choice. If you like, you can remove it. Now, it makes your dashboard more spacious because it creates more space. But for me, I don't like removing it. So I'm going to come to the grid line here. I'm going to remove it. You can see. Let me return it. Now I'm on the Home tab. So I'll move from the Home tab to the View tab, right? Then I want to turn off the grid line. So I don't want the grid line to show, right? So I'll just uncheck it. The headings too, A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. I don't need it. So I will uncheck the headings. You can see they are gone. Now we have a clear background, right? We have a clear background. So the next thing is now to draw the background shape, which is this one that we have at the background, right? So let's come here. So how do we get shape? If you come to Insert, now if you look at this, my tab, for you, you won't see this CGPA calculator. This is, oh wow, don't worry, just wait. You've not lost anything. We are still here. We are still doing it, right? Just wait. So if you look at your own tab, you won't have this CGPA calculator. That is the project that I worked on. It's a VBA project that I worked on for an organization. Do you understand? So you won't see it on your own. So don't worry. Where your own will stop is at this L, right? Now, look at all these tabs. Can you see it now? Just make sure you are looking at them because I want to use it to show you something. So now I want to draw a big rectangle at that background, right? I want to draw a big rectangle at the background. So if I come to shapes, right, I want to pick a rectangle. That is, you go to Insert, you go to Shape, and I'll pick a rectangle. So just draw it. It depends on you. It depends on how big you want it to be, right? How do you bring more ribbon? You can do that in the options. That's not the problem. Don't worry, we'll talk about that one later. So I'll draw it. Now, if you look at it, now, do you see this shape format now? It just pops up now. This shape format. It just pops up. They are what we call contextual tabs. Contextual tabs are tabs that pop up whenever we choose a special ribbon, right? So if I delete this now, you can see the shape is gone. The shape ribbon is gone, right? But now let me go back and pick a shape again, then draw it. Notice it's back again, right? They are contextual tab. Right, inside that contextual tab, we have a text box right here. We use a text box to create a text that we can move around, right? If you go to insert also, you have a text box right here. Can you see it? We have a text box. But the one that I use the most is the one inside of this shape format. Now, that is not so important. These are the three most important things. You have the shape fill, which is talking about the color inside of the shape, right? If I come here and I want to change, it depends on the organization, right? So if I want to work with the brand color of an organization, this is where I'm going to choose the color that I want to use for that organization, right? Just click on shape fill and it's going to bring it up. So you can choose the color that you want to use for an organization, right? Then after that, we have the shape outline, which is talking about the tiny line outside of the shape. That's what we call the shape outline, right? And we also have the shape effect, right? We are going to use that. So we've done the first part, which is you're a bit lost. All right, let me take it again. So once you clear your background, just go to insert, go to shape, then pick the shape. Then I'll just draw the shape right here. And if you look at it, we have this, right? So that's the first step. I'm using this color. So the next step is we have a big rectangle here, and inside of the rectangle, we have another picture, which is the logo of Digital World, right? But because of time, I'm not going to put the logo there, but let's just do the shape. Another rectangle. So I can pick the rectangle here. I'll just draw a small rectangle right here. Now, if you look at it, it's still showing this, right? User, I'm coming. Let me finish. Don't worry. If you are doing it as I'm doing it, you won't be able to get it. Just wait. So if you notice this our dashboard on is white, right? So we'll have to go to shape fill, then change the color to white, right? And if you look at it, there is an effect on it, right? So let's come here. We will now come to shape effects. We'll come to shape effects, and we are going to give it a bevel, right? So you can play around with all the effects. That depends on you. If you look at our own, there is a small black line outside. That is the outline. But if you look at this one, this dashboard, there's no any black line outside of it. So I'm going to come here, go to my, select the shape, go to my shape format, then shape outline. I'm going to say no outline, and that will remove the outline, right? Then after that, I can Control D to duplicate, Control and D to duplicate, right? All right, that's good, that's good. So I'll reduce this. This is where I'm going to write my dashboard title, right? So you can come here now, pick a text box, right? Just draw a text box right here. Now inside of the text box, you can now say, okay, I want to give it a title, right? Which is 2025. Don't worry, just watch me. When we get to the question and answer section, Dija, I'm going to answer all your questions. 2025, and now let's say sales. I love to write my title. Just wait, I'm coming. Sales analysis, right? For let's say Amazon, right? So if I like, you can decide to go home and make it bigger, right? You can make it bold. So that depends on you. Then now this text box now, this will help you to move it around. Now, if you look at our text box, there's still small outline here, which is not what I want, right? So I'll go to shape format, shape outline, no outline. Then shape fill, no fill. Here we are, right? So after that, all I just have to do is to duplicate for our KPI. Control D to duplicate. I'll move it right here. You can pick another text box to write whatever you want to write, right? So make this a bit bigger. Control D again to make it, click on this, Control D, put it right beside it. Let there be breathing space a bit. So let me increase this a bit. So I'm going to delete this one and duplicate this one and put it right here. So after that, you can select the two and duplicate it together. Click on the first one, hold down your shift, click on the second one, then you can now do Control D to duplicate. It's going to duplicate the two for you, right? Control D again to duplicate. You can see, right? Do you see it now? We are getting there, right? We are getting there. So the next one is to draw all these big rectangles where our charts are going to be, right? So I'm just going to, since I already have one, I can just duplicate another rectangle, right? So this is actually the first step that you are going to take when building a dashboard. This is the very first step. Just make it a bit bigger, right? Control D again to duplicate, put it right beside it. So this will be for two charts, right? Two charts will be here, right? You can hold down your shift, select the second one, Control D again to make it big, to duplicate it, bring it down here, right? That was how I was able to come up with this dashboard. And I believe with this, you too can come up with a fantastic design. You can just play around with different shapes. Do you get? So I will challenge you today. Design a more complex dashboard template that will be more amazing than my own. Who can beat me? Can you beat me on this? Can you beat me on this? Who wants to beat me on this? Woo, 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 woo. I'm waiting. Okay, so I'll be waiting for your design. I'll be waiting for your design. Oh, I'm jotting down all your names. I'll be waiting for your design. If I did not see your design by Friday, you will see me in your house or in your office, and we are now going to challenge each other one by one. All right. So now we've done that, right? So we've designed our dashboard templates, right? You are lost in the part of removing the grid line. So if you go to the view, right, you see now grid line, you can uncheck it. You can see headings, you can uncheck it. Do you get it? You will give it a trial. That's it. Just have the mindset that you will do it. You can. It's simple. You can. You just feel like, okay, because the way I'm doing it, you feel like it's complex. It's not at all. It's very easy. So if you look at this question, the very first question is the total revenue and expenses by each month, right? Yeah, don't worry, DJ. If you watch the replay again, you will get it. It's not hard. It's very, very simple. Do you understand? I'll tell you how to get the replay. All right. So now, if you look at my data set, there's no any column here that says month, right? There's no any column here that says month. So how do we get month when there's no month column, right? So the very first step is to extract our month, right? So the first step I'm going to take is to put this data in a table to tell Excel that all these data are related, right? Because of our time, I won't be able to go much into table, but let's just put our data in a table. So if I go to insert, right, we have table right here. Yeah, don't worry. You have table right here. So table creates relationship between your data. So just click on table and I'll click on OK. So if you notice, we have another contextual tab, table design. So I'm going to use a formula here. So I'm going to insert a new column right here, and that will be the month name, right? So just highlight, click on the heading, that is the column name, right? column C, right click and insert. So I'll call this month name. That's what I'm going to call it. So I want to extract the month name from the date because there is a formula that can actually help us to do that. So to do that, I'm going to say whenever you want to write any formula in Excel, you have to start with what? Equals to. So I'm going to say equals to, then I'm going to use a formula called text. Equals to text, and select this date, the date, comma. So I want to extract the month name in double quotes, M, double quotes, close my brackets, and this will extract the month name for me. Does it look like a magic? Right? Does it look like a magic? No, it's not a magic, right? So let me take it again. So I want to extract the month name. You are not saying anything. Eh? Am I the only one here? Eh? You should give me ginger. Right? Let's go. Right? I know you are lost, but just play along. Eh? Okay, no problem. Let's take it again. I'll say equals to text, right? Yes, don't worry. I'm going to give you how to get the data. Data set is simple, right? Equals to text, select the date, comma, in double quotes, M, double quotes, close my brackets, and press enter. Like a little magic, it's not. You can see, it has generated all the month name for me, right? So the next thing is, let's get day name, right? Let's do day name. So I'll use the same formula to get the day name, right? So let's get day name. So I'm going to say equals to, whenever you want to write any formula in Excel, that is the function for extracting month name. What if you want to extract the date? So that's what we want to do now. Equals to text, right? So I will select the date, comma, in double quotes, day will be D, right? D, in double quotes. Close your bracket and press enter. You can see. Now, who can guess? What do you think year will be? That is a challenge for you. What do you think year will be? Year will be what? If month is M, 4M, day is 4D, year will be what? Why? Clap for yourself. You get it, right? You get it, Drew. So another challenge for you is try extracting the year. You can see analysis is not hard. Once you just know what to do, it's very easy, right? Clap for yourself now. Say, I am an analyst. Just type it there. I am an analyst. You're also becoming an analyst, right? Nobody is clapping. Should we be going home? Should we not answer the question? Eh? Should we not answer the question and be going home? What do you think? We should be going home, right? Okay. I am a choosing. I am a choosing. All right. So let's go. Sorry for that. Now, let's move forward. Now, we've been able to get the month name, right? And we've been able to get the day name. So now, how do we now use it to answer this question? Total revenue and expenses, right? Total revenue and expenses by each month. Now, we've been able to get the month name. So how do we now go from here? The next thing is to put your data in a pivot table. What is a pivot table? A pivot table is a powerful tool that helps us to summarize and analyze a large data set. Do you understand? So it helps us to summarize and analyze a large data set. Now, once you put your data in a table, you notice that we have table design, right? We have table design, right? So just click on that table design. The very first step is to put your data in a table. That is, just click anywhere within your data. If your data is not in a table, and click on table, then that will put it in a table for you. So you have table design. right? Just click on table design. The next thing is to click on summarize with pivot table, right? So I'll just click on summarize with pivot table. Just click on it and click on OK. Now, this will give you pivot table. This is the almighty pivot table, right? The almighty pivot table. All right, the first question is, they said total revenue by each month and expenses by each month. So I'm going to rename this sheet. Right click on the sheet. You can see this sheet 4 that I show you here. Right click on the sheet, rename. I'm going to call it pivot, right? So that I'll be able to differentiate the sheets that I'm working on. So this sheet 2 is question, right? So I'll be right click. Yeah, we'll do pivot chart, don't worry. Right click, rename, and I'll call this one question. Questions. So this is just our test dashboard, right? So I will right click on it and I'll just call it test. Test. Right. So we have that. So now the first question is total revenue by each month, total revenue and expenses by each month. So here I'll just click on pivot table. No, it's not the same thing as power pivot. All right. So what I need here is I need the month's name to be listed in the row, just like the same way these ones are listed in the row, right? So I need the month name to be listed in the row. So I'll just come here, pick the month name, drag and drop it in row. And you can see right here, I have the month name listed in the row, right? You can see I have the month name listed in the row. So I need the revenue in the value because it's going to do the aggregation for me, right? So total revenue by each month. So I'll come here, pick the revenue, drag and drop it here. This sum of revenue. So instead of sum of revenue, I want to rename it to be total revenue, right? So if you double click on it, it's going to bring out this box for you. You can just rename it as total revenue, and that will give you total revenue for each month, right? So I'll pick the cost, which is the expenses, drag and drop it right here, and this will give me sum of cost. So double click on it, and I'll just rename it to total cost. Total cost. Right. You can see how easy it is. Right? Now we have it done here. So the next thing is let's put it on our chart. So I'm going to use a cluster column chart, right? How do you open the right dialog box? The moment you have your data in a pivot table, right? You are lost now. Don't worry, we are going to do another one. The moment you have your data in a pivot table, right, it's going to automatically open this box for you, right? But if it does not open it, in as much as you click on that pivot table, right, and it does not open it, you look at something here. You click on pivot table analyze, and if you see this field list, right, field list, just click on it. It's going to give you that, and you can just drag and drop it. Do you understand? So the next thing now, we want to put it in our chart. Because of our time, I'm just going to use any charts given to me by Excel. So I just click on pivot charts, and this actually gives me the what I want exactly. So this is the chart that gave me total revenue and total cost. So just click on again, click on pivot table analyze, pivot charts, and just click on OK. And here we are, pivot chart. We have our chart. So we have our first chart. So chart will also have its own contextual tab. You can come to design, and let's say I'm going with this black. Just pick it. And here you are. So I'll just, now to put it on my dashboard here, right? To put the chart on my dashboard here, for that, I'm back again. Sorry. Let me share my screen again. I'm back. So where we stopped. To put our charts in the dashboard, right? To put the charts in the dashboard, just come to pivot charts, then I can cut this out. Control X to cut and paste it on my dashboard. Control V to paste. And all you just have to do is to just rearrange it. It's just rearrange it, right? So should we do another one, or we should go to the question and answer section? If you think we should do another one, just say one more, or we should go to the question and answer section. What do you think? Should we do one more, or we should go to the question and answer section? If you want one more, just say one more. If you need one more, just say one more. Dija, it's becoming more interesting now, right? Okay, so let's answer the next question, then I will leave you to answer the last one. I'll leave you to answer the last one, right? So I'll do total quantity by each country, right? Total quantity by each country. So let's go to our data. We already have our country listed here, right? So all I just have to do is go to table design, right? Summarize with pivot table, right? Because I have an existing pivot table here, so I'll just click on existing worksheet. I already have one worksheet designed for that. So just click on pivot table. That is the pivot sheet. Then I'll click on OK. And you can see this will give me another pivot table. So I need the country, drag and drop the country right here. And sorry, I think I stopped sharing. Let's go ahead. All right, so we have that. The next thing is total revenue by each country, right? Drag my revenue and drop it right here. Drag and drop it right here, right? So let's just go to the pivot chart again. I'll just go with this chart, right? Then I'll click on OK. Now, from here, just cut it out and you can put it on your dashboard. Then you can just rearrange it. I know at this point, a lot of people are feeling like this man now. Let me show you. How many of us are feeling like this man now? How many of us are feeling like, wow, Akeem, I've learned a lot. I need to actually blow up my head, right? How many of you are feeling like this man now? Like, I'm totally lost. I've learned a lot, right? I am lost. I've learned a lot. I need to blow up my head. How many of you are feeling like this man? It's not so easy. Okay, don't worry. We are going into the question and answer section. But before we go into question and answer section, I have a question for you. Now, I will try to do the last question, right? Try to do the last question and let me know how it feels to achieve that, right? So, let's go. How many of us here would like to become a pro at this? If you want to become a pro at this, how many of us here would love to become a pro at this? Sorry for your net. Sorry. Right? But now let me tell you, it's not something you can actually do in a day, right? It's not something you can do in a day. Do you understand? It's going to be, like I asked you a question earlier. I asked you earlier, how many of you are ready to spend 2 or 3 hours of your time to study, right? It's something that I've been building for quite a while, right? And you just have to learn, right? You just have to learn. Do you understand? That is why Digital World came up with a course called the Ultimate Data Analysis Masterclass. This is a 3-month masterclass where we are going to talk about the basics of Excel, from the basics to advanced Excel, right? We are going to talk from the total basis of Excel to advanced Excel, right? Talking about a whole lot of things. Then after that, we'll talk about Power Query. We'll talk about we'll talk about Power BI, then we'll talk about SQL for the next 3 months, which is how many weeks? 12 weeks, right? 12 weeks. Now, what are the things that you are going to learn in these 12 weeks, right? You are going to learn Microsoft Excel from basics to advanced. Total basics of Excel. That's introduction of Excel to advanced Excel. You are going to learn that, right? You are going to learn over 50 Microsoft Excel formula. You are going to learn over 50 Microsoft Excel formula. Today, we made use of only one, right? But you are going to learn over 50 Microsoft Excel formula, right? You're also going to learn Microsoft Excel table and pivot table. Due to time, we are unable to go through the table and the pivot table very well. You are going to learn charts, how you can work with charts, right? Not just only pivot charts, there are a whole lot of other charts that you can work with. For instance, map. Map is also part of the chart, right? How you can work with slicer and timeline. Due to time today, we are unable to talk about slicer and timeline. How are you going to work with slicer and timeline? How are you going to do data manipulation, right? Data manipulation. Do you understand? How are you going to do data cleaning with Power Query, right? M language with Power Query, data modeling with Power BI. How can you write DAX with Power BI? Data visualization with both Excel and Power BI. Dashboard creation, right? Database query, portfolio creation. Now, as an analyst, you must know how to create a portfolio. You must have your own portfolio where you'll be storing your projects, right? So in a situation whereby you want to get a project from a client, they will ask you for your past work. So it is stored inside of a portfolio, right? How you can optimize your own LinkedIn account, right? How to do freelancing to be able to get projects, right? All these things is what you are going to learn in this 12 weeks masterclass. In this 12 weeks masterclass. Now, what are the advantage? What are you going to get in this 12 weeks masterclass? Right? You are going to get Microsoft Excel from basic to advanced, right? Data cleaning with Power Query, data modeling, Power BI, that you're also going to get a detailed recorded video on your personalized elements, right? On digital world elements. Now, this class is a live class. The detailed video is just a support. The class come up every Friday and Saturday, right? So it's a 12 weeks live online practical class. It's like this, what we just did today, right? For the next 12 weeks. It's twice a week, Friday and Saturday, right? For the next 12 weeks. You're also going to get a whole lot of data sets. All the data sets that we'll use in class will be given to you. You can't learn Python without 12 weeks, right? You are going to be getting weekly data analysis tips because you are going to be in class every single week. Now, I'm not the only one that will train you in this class. You are going to be in class with other people. You are going to meet Mr. Ife that will teach you freelancing, portfolio creation, LinkedIn optimization, resume creation, right? You are going to be in class with Mr. Eke that will take you in Excel. You are going to be in class with Ms. Zainab that will also take you in advanced Excel. You are going to be in class with Mr. Jide that will take you in data visualization. You are going to be in class with Mr. David that will teach you DAX, right? And data modeling. You're also going to be in class with me. I will take you in dashboard in database creation, how you can create a database and do a whole lot more. And at the end of the day, you are going to write an exam to get your certificate, right? Now, before the end of the program, if you take your freelancing very well, you can get entry job placement and also internship with Digital World Tech Academy, right? And if you are so good, you can get the opportunity to work with us, right? So these are some testimonials from my students. So if I'm going to give you this class on a discount, on a bonus, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Open tickets. Open tickets. How much do you think I should charge you for this class? How much? Open tickets. How much do you think I should charge you for this class? This open ticket, whatever the amount I say, that's the amount I'm going to charge you. How much do you think I should charge you? How much? I'm waiting. 5K, 10K, 100 Ghana cedis. Hey, 5,000. Wow. 1K, 10K, 20K. All right. 2K. Wow. Okay. Free. Obviously, we can't do it for free now. We can't do it for free. 20K. I'm a stay-at-home mom. $20. 100 Ghana cedis. Right? So the actual amount that we charge for this class is 150,000. If you come to our physical location, we charge 250 to 300 to take the all data analysis program, right? But for tonight, right, this class is starting the intros. What about students? The introduction class will start on Saturday, right? So the class is starting this Saturday, right? So for the very first 20 people, right? Is it going to be physical? It's online, right? For the very first 20 people that will pay tonight, I'm just going to charge you 20,000 naira if you're in Nigeria. If you're in Ghana, it's just 200 Ghana cedis, right? If you're in Cameroon, it's 8,000 sefa, and if you're in Kenya, it's 4,000 Kenya shillings. Just for the very first 20 people that will pay tonight. Now, these 20 people are still going to get bonus. They are going to get access to my Python Essential recorded video in their own LMS. Monetization of skill course, they are going to get it. Full Microsoft Word course and full PowerPoint course. Right? So, it's a live online class. For the very first 20 people, it's just 20,000 naira. For the very first 20 people. Right? For the very first 20 people. Your location doesn't matter. It's live online class on Zoom. Right? So once you can start making your payments now. If you want to be part of the very first 20 people, before the price goes back to 150,000. Once we have up to 20 people, then the price goes back to 150,000. But for now, it's just 20,000 naira if you're in Nigeria. If you're in Ghana, right? If you're in Ghana, it's 200 Ghana cedis. If you're in Cameroon, it's 8,000 sefa. If you're in Kenya, it's 4,000 Kenya shillings. So Nigeria, you pay into money points, right? You pay into money points. If you're in Ghana, you pay into Voda Cash, right? You pay into the Voda Cash account. If you're in Cameroon, you pay into MTN Momo. If you're in Kenya, you pay into M-Pesa. 20,000 is what you are paying to pay for everything. No, it's not per section. For everything. For the whole class, right? If you want a physical class, send me a DM. This is my WhatsApp number, right? Now, what else are you going to get? The moment you make your payment, you drop your payment proof. It is 20,000 for Nigeria. So you drop your payment proof in the group, right? Our admin will confirm your payment, and then they will send you the registration form. Make sure you fill the correct information in the registration form. Yes, you can pay on 2 installments. If you want to pay 2 installments, you can pay on 2 installments to start, to join the class, and balance up after 3 weeks, right? So you pay 10,000 if you're in Nigeria, you pay 10,000 now and balance up in the next 3 weeks. If you're in Ghana, you can pay 100 Ghana cedis and balance up in the next 3 weeks. If you're in Cameroon, you pay 4,000 sefa and balance up in the next 3 weeks. If you're in Kenya, you pay 2,000 shillings and balance up in the next 3 weeks. Now, once you make your payment, the training is for 12 weeks, which is 3 months, right? So once you make your payments now, you drop your payment proof in the group, right? Our admin will confirm your payment and send you the registration form. Make sure you fill the correct information in the registration form. So once you fill the correct information, you'll be added to the paid group, which is the data analysis group. Then you are going to, within 24 hours, right? Within 24 hours, the class is starting on Saturday. It's not month end. The class is starting on Saturday. Within 24 hours, you are going to receive a mail that looks like this. Receipts for data analysis, right? So just click on study data analysis. Another way is go to our website, digitalworldtech.academy, right? You will see your login detail as part of your mail, right? So just log in, click on student login. So you use your login detail that is on your mail to log in here. Now you can see me, I have 4 courses here, but for you, you are going to have 1 course, right? So click on that. So I have video editing, I have digital marketing, but for you, you are going to have data analysis right here. You are going to have data analysis. Just click on study, right? Click on study. Then you can start going through the video. This is just a support system. This video is just what? A support system. It's just a support system, right? It's just a support system. Yes, you are going to get a certificate. Think the network is kind of bad. So this video is just a support system. So you can start going through the video.
Welcome to the data analytics masterclass. So we don't make projection for the next month for us to be able.
So you can start going through them. Intro to Excel. Yeah, you can make your payments and drop your payment proof in the group. You can start going through the video one by one, but the class is a live class, right? Every Friday and Saturday, and the class is starting this Saturday, right? It's starting on Saturday. So it's loading. You can start going through the video.
Pascal aspects,
right?
And every currently using books.
Right, you can start going through the video. Now let's go down to the bonuses. You see, there are a lot of videos to watch on Power BI, on SQL, right? You can see. Right now, you see bonuses here. If you are part of the very first 20 people that will pay, right? So if you are part of the very first 20 people that will pay, you can see this is bonus portfolio creation. This is what we are going to start with.
Portfolio can be physical, right? Yes, and at the end of the day, you're not doing it, you are giving it to another person today, right?
So here, and if you still scroll down to the end, you'll see Python Essential, right? Python Essential. How you can install Python and start writing your own Python code, right? All these things are what you are going to get, right? I'm coming. So,
good link, just like that. The situation whereby this condition is not met, then we'll have else. So if this condition is not met, it's not going to do this.
You can see
actually print the if or the else.
So you can see there are a lot of videos here that you can actually go through at your own leisure time. Now, let me tell you, if you are lazy, this class is not for you, because you are going to take assignments, you are going to take projects, and at the end of the class, you will write exam. There are 3 exams that you are going to write. So once you log in, if you click on these 3 lines here, right, you see examinations here, right? You see examinations, right? You can see SQL exam, social media management exam, right? So you see all the exams right there. And you can actually write it, right? You can write it, you will write it at the end of your program, right? There is Excel exam, Power BI exam, SQL exam. That's what we determine your certificate. So, which means you need to attend class, you need to do assignments, and you need to do exam for your certificate. You need to do assignments, you will do projects, and you will do exam. So this class is not for the people that are lazy, right? So the class is starting on Saturday. So for Nigerian, it's 8:30 to 10 every Friday and Saturday. But we are starting on Saturday, right? For Ghanaian, it's 7 to 9. For Cameroon, it's also 8:30 to 10. This is the account detail. Now, let me take one or two questions before we call it a day. So if you have a question, you can raise your hand. You can raise your hand. The account detail has been dropped in the group. You can raise your hand if you have a question. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Let me take your question. Let me take your question before we call it a day. Let me take your question. Let me take your question. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. It's no, at night. It's 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. 8:30 p.m. You need one-on-one coaching. Chi, you can send me a DM. Here's my WhatsApp number: +234 9116142614. Right? Let me drop it here again. So this is me. It's at night, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Do you understand? I'm coming. I'll take your question. Raise your hand in the participants section. Do you understand? Right? Raise your hand in the participants section. Okay. That's my number I just dropped here. Oh, sorry. It's 234, not 233. Sorry. I'm coming. I'll take you now. All right. It's 8:30 to 10. 2 hours maximum. All right. Let me take Xiaomi. Xiaomi, please unmute. Xiaomi, please unmute. Xiaomi, please unmute.
All right, coach. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, sorry, I'm having bad network again.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Hello, sorry, can you hear me, coach?
Yes, sure, I can hear you.
All right,
Go
good evening.
ahead. Good evening, sir.
Thanks so much for the class.
You're
So
welcome.
far, coach, I'm one of your member.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me? Sorry, I'm
Yes,
having
I
bad
can hear
network,
you.
I
I
think
can hear
now.
you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, network.
I can hear you. Go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right. Okay, I'm one of your 2014 students.
2014.
I registered then. Yes, I lost all my contacts.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
as I just go through your this affiliate this thing online on Facebook, then I still have a program with because they stole my phone. I lost
Oh,
the Telegram and everything. I make full payment again. So I just go through that, and when I saw it, I said, "Oh, let me just join the WhatsApp, so that from there I should be able to tell the problem that I
all
faced
right.
then." Yes,
Just
sir.
send me a DM. Send me a DM on WhatsApp. Send me a DM on
Okay.
WhatsApp. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank
You're
you, sir.
welcome. Yeah. All right. Mr. Kende, please unmute. Mr. Kende, please unmute. Please unmute. All right.
Yeah, good evening, coach.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Please, sir, I just want to ask, if somebody want to do it on ground instead of online,
Okay.
which states are you
We are in
using?
Lagos State.
Currently,
Our office is in Lagos State.
okay. That means that you are just offering the online courses now. You are not doing the on-ground courses now.
We are doing physical, we are doing online.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Well, this training that we want to start by Saturday, Python is not involved for
No,
the
no, no.
data
We can't
analysis.
we can't cover Python in 3 months.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we can't cover it with Python in 3 months.
Okay. Thank you. I will contact you on WhatsApp.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me take Mr. James. Please unmute. Mr. James. Mr. James.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, boss.
Right. So I'm from Ghana.
All right.
So it's obvious I would have to join the online class.
Yeah, sure.
But then my challenge is that some of us are new to this data analytics stuff,
Okay.
and we have interest in it. We have interest in it, but we are new people entering.
Okay.
So from the demonstrations you were doing,
Yeah.
I think from my end, I don't know from others. I was thinking that it was too fast,
Yeah.
especially for we the new people.
Yeah. We are starting
Then
from
also,
total basics. You have nothing to be worried about. We are starting from the total basics. Introduction to
all
data
right.
analysis. That's what we are starting with.
The second challenge has to do with your network. Your
Okay.
network was breaking through us.
Oh, I
So
think it's
having that
your
in
own.
mind, it is going to disturb.
I think it's your own network because if it is network, it doesn't really happen every day, right? It's once in a while.
Okay.
You understand? So
Yeah,
if we are in a
I
class
get it.
and there is a network issue, then we will have to retake the class on another day. Do you understand? Do you get it? Hello?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said if there is a situation that we're unable to take a class, that means we'll have to take it another day. You understand?
All right.
Yeah, so
Yes,
you have
please.
nothing to be worried about.
All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
You're welcome. All right, let me take TechnoSpark 7. Please unmute. TechnoSpark 7. Please unmute. Yes, you get the certificate at the end of the program. TechnoSpark 7, please go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Can
Good
you?
evening, ma. Yes, I can. I can
Okay.
hear you.
Thanks so much for the
You're welcome.
thanks so much for the lecture.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. You're
I
welcome.
want to talk about the payment.
Okay.
I want to talk about the payment.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
know, it's just something that I stumbled on a Facebook.
Okay. Can you go ahead? I can. You're not saying anything. TechnoSpark 7. TechnoSpark 7. I can't hear her. I can't hear you. I think she's out or something. Maybe I'll take you again. Let me take can all of you hear she's out already? Let me take Mr. Odunyemi. Is it Mr. or Mrs.? Please unmute. Raise your hand.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Good
Hello, good
evening.
evening, Mr. Ike.
Good evening. I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Thank you very much for this course.
Yeah. All right, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you. From my own side, I think I really enjoy it. Well, I have a little bit challenge in the area of network.
Oh,
But
okay.
above all,
Yeah.
I think 75, 80% of the lecture is okay. It's okay by me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
So please, the what we just did tonight,
Yeah.
can we have the platform to get the replay of the
Sure.
video so
Sure.
that
I'll drop the
we
replay
can
in
have
the group.
more practice on this.
I'll drop the
Hello,
replay.
can you understand my question?
Yeah, I do. I said I'll drop the replay and the data set in the group for you to practice. Do you get it?
Okay, thank you. And about the payment, please, I want to appeal if you make the payment more lenient, though if the cost cannot be reduced, I think if you can do it as 3 to 4 installments, it will be appreciable. So, but above all, I want to appreciate you for what you have done tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Mr. Funshaw Francis, I did not actually leave you. You are the one that did not message me again. It's been a while. It's been a while. How are you doing? Right? How are you doing? How are you doing? All right. Let me take you can send me a DM, Mr. Funshaw. Let me take Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams. Thank you very much, Anna. Mr. Williams, please go ahead. Unmute and go ahead, please. Oh, he's out again. No problem. Let me take Mr. Steven. Please unmute, Mr. Steven.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, please. My question is that if one is unable to participate, let's say during the week, maybe on Saturday or Friday class, would the recording be sent to the person or will be posted in the group?
If you miss any of the class, the replay will always be dropped in the group. Do you get? All right. If you miss any of the class, the replay will be dropped in the group. Thank you. Let me take Mr. Kingsley. Mr. Kingsley, please unmute. Mr. Kingsley, can you please unmute?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, boss.
But this is something that I've really been clamoring to learn for a very long.
Wow.
Yeah, it is a program that I've been clamoring to learn, and I think this is something that is a welcome development. And I really appreciate your time for bringing this to our notice. And one thing I want to ask is, what are those basics that must be put in place before learning it? Like those requirements.
Yeah, the only thing that you need to have is a laptop, and make sure you have Excel installed on your laptop. Once you have that, you are good to go. Power BI, SQL, you are going to learn how to install it in class.
So what is the configuration of the system we should be looking at?
You can get any 4 gig RAM or 8 gig, 500 gig hard drive or SSD. It's fine. Do you understand? Do you get it?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. I do.
You're welcome. All right.
Yes, I do.
All right. Let me take Dija. Dija, please unmute. So like I said, people are still making payment. We are just taking 20 people to start the class on Saturday. We are just taking just 20 people. Just 20 people. Dija, you said you have a question. Please unmute. Mr. Williams, I asked you to unmute. You did not unmute now. I'm coming. Let me take Dija, then I'll take you again. Dija, are you here? Unmute. All right, let me take Mr. Williams. Shalom, I'm coming. Mr. William Anthony, please unmute. You can unmute and speak.
Yeah, good day, coach. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. My question, so network was really bad and I didn't really follow up, sir. I didn't follow up. So
I'm very sorry for that.
To understand. Yeah, it's true. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. I said I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. My question I wanted to the question I wanted to ask now.
Yeah.
The tools, how do we get the tools, like the software or maybe the book or whatever? Are we the one to, install the software by ourselves, or you are the one to give us the software? How do we go about it?
Now,
in terms of going through the training.
Yeah, the only software that you have to install is Excel, right? It's Excel. Power BI and SQL, don't worry about it. You are going to learn how to install it in class. You can take your laptop to any software engineer to do the installation for you. Do you get? So that's the only software you need to install. Excel, just Excel. Once you have Excel
Okay.
installed, you are good to go.
Okay, then my second question I want to ask, Coach, can you hear me, Coach?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead, Coach.
my second question is, you said
Yeah.
for Nigerians
Yeah.
is 20,000, right?
Yeah.
Now, hello, Coach.
I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay. You said for Nigerians is 20,000.
Yeah.
Now, since and you said it's for 3 months.
Yeah.
Within that 3 months, will the person hand be grounded on that online training? Will you
Sure.
people, teach the person very well for the
Sure.
person to, be grounded and,
Yes.
start making money for himself?
Yes. Yes. By the special grace of God, we are going to teach you yes. By the special grace of God, we are going to teach you everything from Excel to SQL.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
So
going to
that
start from the
means
introduction to
you are
Excel to SQL.
okay. That means you are assuring us that our hands will be very strong
Yeah,
within
sure.
that
In as much
12
as
weeks. Abi?
yes, in as much as you are practicing. So
Okay, madam.
in as
Okay,
much as you are
my third question.
doing your assignments, you are doing your projects,
Okay.
then you have no problem.
Okay, then my third question is someone who is not a computer illiterate and he has a passion for this
Yeah.
and he doesn't know more about software. How can the person be very strong? Will you people, teach the person from the basic on how to, handle the data analysis?
Yeah.
It
You
has
are
not been a
in as much as you know how to open, you know how to on your laptop, open Excel, then you are good to go.
okay.
You are good to go. Yes, we
Okay,
are starting from the
okay.
total
All
introduction
right.
to Excel.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you said in Nigerian time by 8:30, right?
Yes,
And
it's
the lecture is
8:30.
2 hours.
Yes, but the class is starting on Saturday.
Hello.
Yeah, I said yes, the class is
And
starting on Saturday.
okay. One more thing, man. Please try as much as possible. Maybe I might not, come online or thereabout. I hope there will be some video of the class.
Yeah.
Someone who missed the lecture.
Yeah, the replay of the classes
Maybe on the group WhatsApp, right?
yeah, the replay of each class will be dropped in the group, in the paid group. Do you understand?
All right, no problem. That is one thing I wanted to know.
All right.
Then, okay, fine. And one more thing. The video editing, I heard you talk about video editing.
No, I did not talk about video editing. I was just talking about the LMS. I was just talking about the LMS.
Okay, the LMS.
Yeah. You are going to have
Okay,
access to only data analysis. Only data analysis.
Okay, only data analysis.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, man, someone who learn the data analysis, where are the place for the persons to work?
You can work in different organizations, right? Mr. William, is it possible for you to send me a DM or give me a call so that we can talk well, because I have other people waiting to ask questions.
All right, no problem. Okay, you can send me out now. No problem.
All right, just send me a DM on WhatsApp or give me a call.
All right, I will.
Thank you very much. So that I can take other people. We have other patients. Madam Patience, please unmute. Which of the Saturday? The class is starting. Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, thank you so much for the lecture.
You're welcome, ma'am.
But this is my own observation. When you were teaching the theory, the theoretical part of it, I got everything, I understood everything.
Yeah.
But when you started working on Excel, it was as if you're too fast. I wasn't getting everything because I'm in phone instead of laptop.
Okay.
So you were saying, I hope after payment it will be like this. You
no,
rush, you just
yeah, it seems I'm rushing. but that's because you do not have the basics. You understand? That's because you don't have basic knowledge. So we are not starting from analysis straight. We are starting from introduction to Excel, which means you will learn how to work with Excel first before learning how you can analyze data. Do you understand? So what we did today is analyzing data. So it's because you don't have the basics.
Okay,
So we are starting from the total basics of Excel, introduction to Excel. Yeah.
all right. As you said earlier, you said one can pay in 2 installments, have you?
Yes, please. You can pay on 2 installments.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am. All right. Mr. Shalom, are you still here? Mr. Shalom, please unmute. Mr. Shalom, good evening, sir. Good evening.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The class tonight. Keep it up. Big kudos to you, sir.
Thank you.
Secondly, I wanted to ask, right? I have been someone who has been, of course, aspiring to be a data analyst and trying out. So my challenge, I think the major challenge I've faced is with the tool. That's the version of my what do you call it?
Excel.
Excel, Microsoft.
Okay.
So I don't know, is there like a specific recommendation you have for tool to use that I don't have to, for example, 365, I have to pay another extra this thing, they keep asking for product key, some of those kind of challenges.
No, you can actually take your laptop to any software engineer. They have the activation key. They'll do the installation for you and activate it for you. So you can either get 2021 or 365. So you don't have to pay every month for 365. Once they activate it once, you can be using it.
All right.
Yeah.
But is this part of the package that comes, I mean, like for you, just imagine I don't have any software engineer around.
Well, I
don't know.
have someone that can also help you to do the installation online, but I don't do installation.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do installation.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right. Let me take Mr. Sabiu Mohammed. Okay, I think it's out. Let me take Chi. Chi, please unmute. My phone number is this here. Chi,
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you for the beautiful lecture you gave us this evening.
Thank
Please,
you.
my question is this.
Yeah.
I know I'm very slow in learning, so I don't know if you can give me opportunity for one-on-one class.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Just send me
Okay.
on WhatsApp.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. This is my number on the screen, Mr. Aliu, that is asking for my number. +234 9116142614. So that is my number. All right, Miss Kate, Madam Kate. I'm going to take one more person, which is, we have third fundraising, and I'm coming to you. Let me take Madam Kate. Dija, when are we getting this section certificate? Which one? There's no certificate for this one. You did not do anything now. It's just a conversation. Do you understand? Before you get your certificate, you will do assignments, you'll do projects, then you get your certificate. Madam Kate, are you here? Good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay. I'm one of your students for some years back, 2021.
Oh, wow.
Please, sir. Yes. Please, if one miss your exam, how will it be? Because that time I was unable to catch up where I was moved to no network like that. So I missed some tests. I missed the exam. So now, if I'm going to participate on this one, and God forbid, peradventure, something happen and one miss it, what will happen, sir?
There is always a retake. You can retake the exam. But before the exam is written, there is like 3 weeks notification for the exam date. So you are aware. So if you have any issue, you will have reached out to me that, okay, I won't be available for the exam, or you will have reached out to our admin that I won't be available for the
Yeah,
exam. Then we can
I lost the system, all the system and my phones were gone. So that's why I lost everything. I just found you on Facebook, then I now join again. That's why.
No problem. You can just send me a DM if you have any issue why you cannot attend the exam. Then we can see how you can.
Okay, okay,
All
okay,
right.
so thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so.
Thank you, ma'am. We have third fund. Third fund, please unmute.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening. Yeah.
Good evening. Please go
Thank
ahead.
you so much for
You're welcome.
tonight's. Okay, thank you. So tonight's everything. Okay. Yeah, I just want to know the what I'm seeing displayed on the screen, the 20K.
Yes.
Is it monthly payment
No,
or
it's once. Once you
okay?
pay it once, you are not paying any
Once.
other thing again.
Okay.
Yeah. It's once. It's one payment. Once you pay it covers the whole 3 months. It covers the certificate, and the LMS is also lifetime access. Do you understand? Hello, do you understand? I don't know if you can hear me. Very sorry for that. I was logged out with, yes, that's 12 weeks. That's for the next 12 weeks. So that is that for that. Yes. 3 months is 12 weeks. Yes, 3 months is 12 weeks. Okay, I have third fund. I think I've been able to answer your question, right? Third funds, I've been able to answer your question. So I have Alaji Tanko that said he has a question. Let me take him. Dr. Aliyu. Doctor, please unmute. We have a question, Dr. Aliyu, please unmute.